Hello and welcome to part 16 of my playthrough of Pixelberry Studios' game High School Story. In this one we will be taking a little bit of time at a luxury cabin in the woods with Owen and Kimmy, who we met in the last episode. We will do a little bit of the main storyline quest, in which we're still pulling off this heist of Hurst High, and we will also enjoy some Truth or Dare with friends while we wait for the police or something. Let's do it. Right, Luxury Lake House. We're going to go into this because this continues on from the last quest I played. Now, the last quest I played, it was a month ago, but I remember that it was a dance-a-thon, and we met Owen and Kimmy, who are characters from Surviving High School, which is the game that Autumn originally came from. So, what I'm going to do is just get straight into it. We're going to continue on from there. Hanging out with Owen and Kimmy, we just won a trip to a lake house as a reward for winning a dance-a-thon. So, what do I need? A cuddle-up cable sweater outfit and a casually classic outfit, and then spend five grand. I'll spend the 5 grand first, and I'll look for these outfits. I imagine it's probably one for one. One is for a chick and one is for a dude. Those are bought. I'm not going to wear it because I want to remain in my nerd outfit so I can look most like me, with the glasses and the yellow trousers. I'll do a cosplay of High School Story me sometime. I can put together that outfit and just dig stuff back out of the wardrobe. Right, let's begin. At the end of a long dirt road, Julian parks his car at a trailhead. He, you, Peyton, and Autumn all hop out. Oh, we brought Peyton with us, that's nice. So we should, you know, like I feel Julian, Autumn, and Peyton, they are the trio. And then there's me, I'm the 4th musketeer. Wow, look at all these towering redwoods and the smell in this fresh air. A little nature is good for the soul. I'm just glad to have a relaxing weekend with a few of my closest friends. And I can't wait to catch some fish, build some fires, and roast some s'mores. That all sounds great, but where's the lake house? A voice from behind you interrupts. It's just a couple of miles up that trail. Owen Harris, Kimmy Chen, it's so good to see you. Why does she call them out with their full names? You two, we're glad to be here, Autumn Brooks. They didn't call her out by last name, but I know that that's Autumn's last name, so... Kimmy Chen, wait, you're that Kimmy? No way, your video was my YouTube jam for like a month straight. Yes, that video. I try not to talk about it. Anyway, it's going to be a great weekend. Let's grab our bags and start hiking. The house is going to be incredible. I got all the information about it in the prize packet from the dance contest. The contest we would have won if Jack hadn't cheated us out of it. I'm not convinced Kimmy and I would have lost, but I guess we'll never know. Well, the point is, we all get to share the prize. Now let's start hiking. Wait, guys, it's gonna be a little hard to hike up to the cabin in heels. Ha, typical Peyton. What, did you think there'd be a shoe store here at the base of the trail? Don't worry about it, Peyton. I'll carry your bags. Finally, a real gentleman. Hey, I can be just as helpful. I'll get you up that hill, Peyton. Julian sweeps Peyton off her feet with a gallant swoop, and she giggles. That's more like it, thanks to both of you. Loren is hiking over to a luxurious cabin with a bunch of friends. This could make for an epic weekend. After a long hike, you arrive at a huge, newly built cabin. Inside, you find high-end furnishings, comfy couches, and floor-to-ceiling windows. Peyton flops down on a couch and smiles. This is my kind of camping. The house is nice, but I came out here to be in nature, not inside. There are supposed to be some kayaks down by the lake. Great, anyone want to race? Well, I've never been in a boat, but I'm game. Sounds like fun? No, real me would definitely not want to get in a kayak. I would be scared. Race you across the lake. Down at the lake, you, Owen, and Julian find 3 kayaks. I hope you're a good loser, Julian. Funny, I was just about to say the same thing to you. Hey, I'm in this race too. Couldn't you guys talk a little trash to me? You're going down, Julian. We'll see, Owen. Oh, that's it. You two keep talking. I'm gonna win this race. Okay, let's see if I do. Okay, looks like you're ready to start. You all know how to kayak, right? I'm a fast learner. Oh yeah? Well, you're about to be a fast loser. Just remember to paddle left if you start drifting left, and right if you start drifting right. And we're racing to the far shore? Exactly. Okay, go! You, Owen, and Julian start paddling furiously. As you get halfway across the lake, you're all neck and neck. Here's where I pull away, Julian. Not so fast, Owen. Time to pass both of you. As you're about to zip past the guys, you start to veer right, so I should paddle right. You paddle right, gliding past the guys. Woo-woo, that's what you get for not paying attention to the real master kayaker around here. Soon you've built an insurmountable lead. You easily paddle to victory. I'm back at shore. Ha! I got 2nd place. Looks like I beat you, Owen. Are you kidding me? I beat both of you. This isn't over, Julian. Loren just raced Julian and Owen in kayaks, and they do not care. Okay, maybe we can all just relax a little now? How about a nature walk? We could hike up to that peak over there. Sounds great. Kimmy even let me borrow some super hot tennis shoes. You never know when you might need some backup Asics. Besides, this trail looks tough. Does it? I could probably get to the top in 20 minutes. I bet I could get there in 15. Sounds like there's only one way to settle this. I hope you can run faster than you can kayak. Oh, it's on. They take off running. Yeah, they're really going to regret sprinting uphill later. I'm just going to hang back with you girls this time. Alright, me and the girlies. Let's hike to the top of the mountain. I bet the view's fantastic. We start hiking up the mountain. Now, a hike, I am fine with. I like a hike. It's so pretty here. It's like a Prius commercial. The air smells of pine and blackberries. My senses feel so alive. I wonder what we'll see from the top of the mountain. Let's get up there and find out. As you and the girls hike, the conversation wanders. So then I was like, what's more important, Emily? The Olympics or the guy of your dreams? That's right. Are she and Ben still together? After all that, what do you think? I have to guess. Oh, Kimmy, it's so much fun to catch up with you. I wish you could do this more often. Well, you can always come back to Twin Branches. You're right, I could. Oh, it sounds like you had a really great time at your old school, Autumn. It sounds like you just had a good time at your school, too. I'm so happy for you. After everything that happened with, well, the art showcase, I was worried about you. Well, it took a while to get over that, but I'm fine now. At my new school, I get to be myself and work on art, and it's wonderful. Sorry to interrupt, but look around. We've reached the peak. Loren just heard some juicy stories and climbed a mountain. Not bad for a day's work. Wow, what a view. You can see the whole lake from here. It's kind of shaped like a high heel. Nearby, you see Julian and Owen sprawled on the ground, heaving. Are you guys okay? We sprinted the whole way, and we tied. Oh, well, I'm sure there'll be more stuff to compete over tomorrow. After a few more minutes of enjoying the view, you hike back down to the lake house, where you fall asleep as soon as your head touches the pillow. But early the next morning, good God. Time to get up, Loren, we're going fishing. Who wants to toss some bait into a lake? Not me. Loren and Julian. As Kimmy and Peyton sleep peacefully, joyously, the rest of you head out to the lake. I figured fresh fish would be good for lunch since we didn't bring much food. Sounds delicious to me. Are you gonna catch everything, Julian? Oh yeah, last time I went fishing, I caught a fish and it was this big. He held his arms out wide. Oh yeah, last time I caught a fish, well, it was technically in a pet store, and I got to take it home. But it gotta be pretty big. How much difference can fishing in a lake be? You all pile into a rowboat and paddle into the center of the lake where you cast your lines. Now all we have to do is wait and enjoy the sunrise. After a few hours, you reel your line in. Well, it was pretty fun watching the sunrise, but nothing tugged on my line the entire time. How did everyone else fare? We'd be doing a lot better if Julian stopped rocking the boat. Hey, you're the one taking up all the room on the side with the fish. So, no luck then, huh? I'm pretty sure they scared all the fish away from their side with their moving and shouting. It's a good thing I have a lot of fish to share. Whoa, Autumn, that's some catch you got there. I'm impressed. How'd you catch so many? Homemade lures, see? Autumn shows you bright feathers stitched with shiny mother-of-pearl buttons. I guess they really paid off. This is one of the many times where I'm glad to have an amazing artist as a friend. I'm an artist in real life, but that means nothing to High School Story. High School Story me is just a blank slate for reals. Loren just finished fishing with some good friends. Who do you think caught the most trout? Back on shore, you meet up with Kimmy and Peyton at the dock. Please tell me you caught something for us to eat. We're starving. Autumn holds up her cooler triumphantly. Looks like it's time for a picnic. Let's pack up the baskets for a picnic. Autumn, Peyton, and Julian. My three ride or dies. You and your friends bustle around the kitchen preparing for a picnic. Peyton stands over a deep skillet wielding a spatula. I didn't know you could cook, Peyton. It smells great. How's it coming along? Peyton skillfully flips a golden fish fillet out of the pan and into a plastic food container. It's done and ready to be packed with the rest of the basket. I found a bunch of blankets in the closet that'll be perfect for the picnic. And I found some water bottles and drinks. Sounds like we're ready to go on a picnic. I'm down. Hey, where have you guys been? We could have used your help cleaning the fish and packing everything. Hey, we needed to see who could tie knots the tightest. Important stuff. Aha. Next time, why don't you see who's the best at cleaning up? Come on, let's go. Grabbing the guys, your group heads out into the woods to search for a campsite. You find a nice shaded area in the woods and spread your blankets out. This place seems great. The light quality in this part of the woods is wonderful. You start settling in when Peyton lets out a small squeak and jumps away from your picnic blanket. What's going on? Loren, I don't want to freak you out, but there are ants trying to eat our food. You turn and see ants swarming around the basket. You grab the basket? Grab the basket, brush the ants off, and sprint away. I got the food, let's move. The group follows you. Whew, that was close. Let's find a less ant-infested place, please. After some wandering, you set up camp in a clearing with soft grass and flowers and dappled sunlight. The lake shimmers invitingly nearby. You unpack the basket. Much better. Anything's better than having ants. Let's dig in. Peyton, the fish is amazing, and it goes really well with the coleslaw we made. Well, nothing beats fresh fish. Good call on the bread and cheese, too. It's not a real picnic without a baguette. Agreed, and whoever brought a cooler full of lemonade was a genius. For the next few hours, everyone eats and tells stories. Afterwards, you, Kimmy, and Peyton feed breadcrumbs to ducks on the lake, while Julian and Owen try to skip rocks the farthest. The lighting is perfect. Loren, sit up, and Kimmy, give me a smile. Oh, that's a really gorgeous camera. Well, it's not as good as my old one. I know how much that camera meant to you. Yeah, but at least this one has a lot of cool new features. Now smile for the camera. Okay, so we're getting hints here at what went down with Autumn at Twin Branches. Loren and some friends are eating a delicious picnic and taking pictures while lounging on a picnic blanket. Does that sound fun? Now, when I was in high school, my friends and I really did picnic hard. Whenever it was warm enough, we'd have picnics often. Often. We'd be throwing picnics. We had a friend who lived nearby to a field where we always had our picnic, so we could use her house if we needed the toilet. And we'd take a lot of pics. I was looking at some old Facebook photos of myself when I was 15 years old. Picnics with my friends. It was so much fun. I miss that. I miss those days. A short time later, Autumn and Peyton start to pack up the picnic supplies. So what are we going to do after all this? I was actually thinking we could spend the night outside. I like it. We can drag our sleeping bags out here, away from our nice beds with our fluffy down comforters. We'll have a great view, though. We'd be sleeping under the stars. I don't know. What if there are bears? Not in this area. Besides, I have an idea that will keep us warm and keep animals away. A fire. I can build one. I've had some training. I saw a nature documentary once where you can use a magnifying lens to start a fire. I don't think that'll work. Sounds like something we should test. Want to see who builds the best fire? You're on. A good fire needs kindling. Yeah. Loren and Julian. Am I going to help him? If we're going to build fires, we better get some kindling. Wait, we just finished eating. Aren't you guys going to help clean? Later, Peyton. Hurry up, Loren. Yeah, let's see who can pick up the most sticks. Hey, wait. Thanks for getting us the supplies, Loren. Wait, so I got the sticks. Just make sure you make a big warm fire. You arrive back at camp where Autumn, Peyton, and Kimmy have set up the sleeping bags. I don't think it'll be as fun as sleeping indoors, but what do you think of our camp? I like the sleeping bag arrangements a lot. It'll be pretty cozy. We'll all be in one big circle around the campfire, just like in Baldur's Gate. I can see us now, talking and laughing and gossiping all night long. Squee! Meanwhile, Julian and Owen argue about how to make the best fire. It's all about having the right lens. With the right angle, dry kindling, and some sunlight, it's easy to start a fire. Yeah, but you need tools to do that. If you're stuck in the woods without a magnifying glass, what are you going to do? Not get stuck in the woods without a magnifying glass. I have one in my Swiss Army knife, and your flint and steel idea is going to take forever. Well, we'll see very soon, won't we? Owen and Julian hunker down to start making their fires. As the sun sinks below the horizon, you start to get worried. Hey guys, it's getting dark, and the temperature is way below heater level, and there's no fire. What's up? We're almost there. Honestly, we don't need 2 fires at the same time. Can't you just drop the competition? Otherwise, we're going to have to forget stargazing and go inside. It's freezing. But I'm close to a fire, I'm sure of it. Come on, Julian. All you two have done this trip is run around competing against each other, and we've had to do all the work of cooking, cleaning, and setting up camp, set up the fire together. Well, I guess the light's not good enough to get a fire from my lens anyway. And I'm having a hard time getting the sparks to catch. I heard pine needles are good for kindling. I can get some. Huh, that might actually work. Thanks, Owen. Yeah! In no time at all, a small fire starts to burn. Yay, fire! I finally get why people thought this was a big deal. Who wants hot dogs? Lauren's friends are bonding over building a fire. You and your friends eat a delicious meal and tell jokes. So this prep gets out of his fancy car when another car speeds by, tearing the door right off. When the campus police arrive, the prep complains about how expensive his car is. The policeman says, "You preps are so materialistic. You're so obsessed with what you own that you didn't even notice his speeding car took off your arm." The prep looks like this. Then the prep looks at the stump where his arm used to be and shouts, "Where's my Rolex?" The group chuckles. Pretty good. Is it? Some guy just got dismembered. I have one. Okay, so what does a ghost wear when it's raining outside? What? Boots! Ha, cute. Whoa, you guys, have you looked for the stars? They're so bright. Let's get into our sleeping bags and gaze up at them. I think I remember the names and stories of the constellations. Ready? Okay, go. You zip yourself into your sleeping bag and look up at the sky. The stars are so pretty. Okay, I get why we stayed out here now. You can see so many of them. Yeah, they're so hard to see in town. It's nice to get a real good look at them here. Do you guys know any constellations? When my sister and I were little, we used to make up stories about them. Of course, the constellations were all about shopping. Like, the Little Dipper was really the little coin purse. I can kind of see it. I'd call it Persa Minor. Hee hee. My mom taught me a couple of constellations. There's Orion the Hunter. You can tell which one's his by the 3 stars lined up in a row to represent his belt. And then there's Cassiopeia. Hers is the W-shaped constellation in the sky. I remember hers because of the myth. She was a beautiful but very vain queen who was really into shoes, because that's what my sister and I thought. One gigantic high heel that crossed the universe. You listen to Autumn and Peyton tell stories about the constellations until the fire burns low, then the conversation turns elsewhere. Hey Autumn, you know, I've been wondering, whatever happened between you and Wes? You were pretty close to him back at Twin Branches. Do you talk to him anymore? I know you two had a thing. A thing? What kind of thing? We were close friends, it's true, but now it's kind of complicated. We still talk from time to time, but it's not as easy as it used to be. Oh, well, that's something. A short time later, most everyone has gone to sleep. You lie awake, thinking to yourself. Hey Autumn, you still awake? Yeah, what's up? Nothing really, just thinking, Kimmy and Owen are really great, and you're having so much fun together. It's made me wonder if you regret leaving Twin Branches. Sometimes when I see old friends, it makes me wish that I could go back to that point in my life. But do you think you'd ever go back for real? Are you worried about it? Maybe a little. Well, I do miss my friends at Twin Branches, but I love my life at our school, Loren. I have people here who respect me and my work, and friends who really love me. I couldn't go back to Twin Branches. Our school is home now. Good. Now good night, Loren. Good night. Aw, I'm a little bit insecure. Loren and some friends are stargazing while snuggling into sleeping bags. Jealous? You wake up to the sounds of birds chirping in the soft light of dawn breaking through the sky. Yawn. You look around and see Peyton, Autumn, and Kimmy sleeping close by, but Owen and Julian are nowhere to be seen. Owen? Julian? You look back towards the lake house and see smoke coming out of the chimney. You get out of your sleeping bag to investigate. Maybe I should go find Julian and Owen. Here's me, looking for Julian. You find Owen and Julian in the kitchen of the lakeside cabin. They're standing over the stoves cooking a meal. Good morning, Loren. What's all this? It's a surprise for Peyton and everyone else. We want to thank them for cooking and cleaning up after us this entire trip. Want to help? Just tell me what to do. A short while later, Peyton, Autumn, and Kimmy walk into the kitchen, bleary-eyed but curious. Good morning, guys. What's going... She stops when she sees a table, which is full of colourful plates heaped tall with stacks of fluffy blueberry pancakes, sizzling bacon, and huge omelettes. Oh, amazing. Glasses of orange juice and steaming mugs of hot chocolate are set out at every place. This looks amazing! Oh my goodness, I can't wait to eat. Bon appetit! Bon appetit! Loren's friends have made a huge stack of blueberry pancakes for breakfast. Delish. Everyone digs into their breakfast, chatting happily. You stand up and clink a spoon against a mug of hot chocolate. Hey everyone, I'd like your attention. Since this is our last morning together before we head back, I'd like to take a minute to thank Owen and Kimmy for sharing the prize and being such great company, and above all, for sharing stories about Autumn. Cheers to you. It was our pleasure. We wouldn't have even been able to come here if Autumn hadn't jumped in, so cheers to you too. Cheers to everyone. Hear, hear. Cheers. Cheers. You clink your hot chocolate mugs together. Hope you enjoyed Luxury Lake House. If you want to find out more about Kimmy Chen and learn what Peyton loved about her viral YouTube video, check out the novel Surviving High School, How to Be a Star, now available in digital form and wherever books are sold. Now, I think last time I did check that, and I think it is still available to buy on Amazon. She's inviting us to her Sweet 16, which is nice, but I will save that for another time. To the Showdown Part 1. Mia, we need to get our friends out of here. Out of there. I gotta remember to be American. Mia and Wes sit in a surveillance van watching through monitors as a group of police officers surround Hearst High. What do we do? What do we do? Stay calm, Princess. This is the kind of situation where I work best. But the cops have surrounded Hearst High and Team Pom-Poms and Team Strike Force are trapped on campus. Mia runs frantically around the van, checking the monitors. Team Pom-Poms is hiding in their car behind the school dressed as cheerleaders. They can't leave while the cops are outside. And Team Strike Force is still in Mr. Georgette's classroom. Inside the Hearst classroom, you huddle up with Sakura and Nishan talking on your walkie-talkie. Wes, I hope you can hear me because we need to get out of here. I'm on it. Are they going to go to jail? I've heard really terrible things happen in there, like they don't even let you use conditioner. No one's going to jail. Not on my watch. Loren needs a rescue. Are you up for it? Now, since it's been a little while, I'm just trying to remember what's happening. We're clearly right in the middle of a heist, and I'm on the geek team, breaking into the school. The others, I think it's Autumn, Peyton, and Julian, they are dressed as cheerleaders, and they've been trying to get into a different part of the building, but I can't remember why, so I'm sure it will be revealed to me. Wes takes a deep breath and snaps his fingers. Okay, I know how to get them out of there, but first we'll need a scanner to listen in on the police radio, which, surprisingly, I don't actually own. I wish Nishan were here. He's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Yeah, well, we're just gonna have to improvise. I just need a few of our friends to help me put something together. Anti-prom. Whoa, okay, well that's something for later. The Showdown, Part 2. I'll need some people to help me make a scanner. It's level a nerd, level a gamer, but not Nish and Sakura, okay. I'll level me. I'm a nerd. And a gamer. I will level Eugene. Alright. They're done working on the police scanner. It's like a fancy radio, except with boring police talk instead of catchy pop songs. It's absolutely perfect. Wes turns on the device. He hears static for a moment, then some chatter. A gruff cop says, "Listen up, son. We're out here because your dad and I go way back. If the chief finds out we're wasting our time refereeing some high school prank war, I'm in a whole stew of trouble." Then Max's voice replies, "I'm telling you, officer, they stole my key and they're using it to get into the school. Now get in there and find them." Yeah, we're going in. You at least coming with us?" "I'm on my way. I'll be at the school as fast as I can." Why would the police be... Well, this is clearly like a dirty cop, you know, he's just mates with Max's dad. I was going to say, why would the police be inviting Max to come in? You know, they're all in cahoots. "Fine, kid, whatever you say. All officers, inside now." You hear that? The cops are going inside. Team Pom-Poms, this is your chance to escape. Across the campus, Julian sits up in his car with Peyton and Autumn. I don't need to be told twice. As the cops step inside, Julian floors it, racing off the campus. Yes, they're out! We'll lie low and loop around in case Team Strike Force needs a ride out. Okay, and I think that's me. Loren's friends are escaping a tight situation. Think they can do it? But isn't Team Strike Force still trapped inside? Wes takes out his walkie-talkie and calls you. Doing okay? In Mr. Georgette's classroom, you, Nishan, and Sakura huddle down under the windows. Not really. Sooner or later, these cops are gonna find us. I'm getting stress hives. Don't worry, guys. I'll get you out of there. Wes flicks a scanner back on, listening to the cops' conversation with Max. I don't see anyone here. They might be hiding in the classroom. Search them! Seriously, kid? Only because it's a slow night. If anything else comes up, we are out of here. What do we do? You heard the cop. They'll leave if anything else comes up. Time to cause a little chaos. Okay, we need to distract the corrupt cops from Hearst High. A level 5 slacker, except Wes, and a level 4 skater. Do I have? Well, I've got a slacker, but I need to level her a bunch. Nah, check that later. And then a skater. I don't have a skater. I can get one by potting or from the store. I'm gonna go buy a skater. Who shall I buy? Okay, here's my skater guy. He's not a fictional character, but there's only one skater I even know of, so he is going to be Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, can I not have... I can't have a space? Okay, Tony Hawk, one word. And he's just like a really normal looking guy, right? Like, Tony Hawk, as a man, is just like a super normal looking man. He's got blue eyes, right? He's got blue eyes. There we go. I mean, he's a bit older, so I'll give him the 5 o'clock shadow, just like Wes's brother with short hair. That's good. Right, my slacker, Spinelli from Recess, and Tony Hawk, who needs to level. Dang it. I will look at the outfits later. Tony Hawk. What's up, Wes? Yeah, what do you want? I was in the middle of something. Were you? Okay, I was kind of just sitting around, but still, I was really comfy. We called you here because we need your help. Spinelli, I know you like hanging out where you're not allowed to. How do you feel about chilling in that old abandoned warehouse just outside of town? Seriously? I'm in. And Tony Hawk, You love skating, right? Well, how do you feel about skating in places where you're not supposed to? Those are the best places to skate. I was hoping you'd say that. Why don't you get out there and cause a ruckus? Best assignment ever. Okay. A little while later, Wes calls Spinelli on his walkie-talkie. Spinelli, what's the situation out there? Well, the good news is I'm hanging out in the abandoned warehouse, just listening to music and eating Taco Bell. Bad news is I think some people driving by might have seen me and called the cops. Oh, believe me, that's good news too. Now, get out of there. And how about you, Tony Hawk? How are things going your way? Oh, they're going great. I'm grinding on guardrails and tail stopping off of tailpipes. Yeah, but has anyone seen you? Yeah, like half the neighborhood, maybe? I'm guessing they're calling in a lot of complaints. Perfect. Wes switches on the police radio where he can hear the gruff main officer grumbling. Listen, kid, I've got reports coming in from all over town. Skaters, slackers, who knows what. I'm sending half my boys to check it out. Fine, but keep searching the school with the rest. Spinelli is slacking, and Tony Hawk is skating. Sound like them? Well, that's half the officers gone, but what do we do about the rest? Looks like it's time to cause a little more chaos. You just love saying that. It's fun to say, yeah, but seriously, I need some people who can draw their attention. Oh, if there's one thing cheerleaders know how to do, it's make some noise. And of course, yes, once again, I really struggle with saying cheerleaders in an American accent. Something about that "aw" in the middle is just so difficult. Cheerleader? Cheerleader? Steady on Nishan's fanfiction. Right, I need to complete a party with a cheerleader. A cheerleader? Who's a cheerleader? Brittany and Autumn. Get to it. We will rush you along, ladies. There's a jock guy. I don't want him, so I'm going to rush him along to sell him. Bye-bye! Complete! Wow, let me say one thing, princess. You cheerleaders party pretty hard. What, you thought we were all practice, no play? Believe me, we still know how to have fun. Let's just check the scanner. Wes flicks on the police radio just as the officer is talking. Look, son, this is over. I'm getting reports of some major parties going on across town. We gotta go deal with them. Oh, come on! Loren's friends just threw a cheerleader party. Were you invited? I wasn't invited. I am currently hiding in a school I don't go to. If you want to send all your men out, fine, be my guest, but I expect you to stay and keep searching or my dad will hold you responsible. Ugh, after this, he owes me one heck of a nice Christmas gift. Wes calls you on the walkie-talkie. Okay, it's down to one cop. Loren, things still okay in there? We've been hiding here for what feels like forever. If I don't get some water, I'm gonna pass out. This is as good as it's gonna get. The three of you need to make a break for it. Okay, Team Strike Force, time to move. Time to move Loren, and Nishan, and Sakura. Let's go. You, Sakura, and Nishan huddle up against the door. You can hear the officer pacing just outside. How are we supposed to make a run for it? The officer is still in the hallway. If only we had a cardboard box to use as a disguise. I'm sure that's a game reference. Of all the days to leave my optic camo at home. Wait, I just figured it out. The cop is in the hallway, right? So we go above him. You follow Sakura's gaze up to the air vent above the door. Oh no. Oh yes. We're just doing a lot less than Detective Pikachu Returns. I was playing Detective Pikachu Returns, and a lot of the game involves sending Pikachu up in vents. He gets sent to jail for a little bit of this story. You and Nishan shove a desk against the wall. Sakura goes first, climbing onto it and unscrewing the cover of the vent with an arcade token she pulls out of her pocket. Do you always carry that with you? Always be prepared, am I right? Coolest girl ever. Sakura pries the cover off and hoists herself in. Nishan goes to follow her. Just switch schools, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You won't have to do anything crazy, like escape through air vents, they said. I don't think I ever actually said that. Nishan climbs in. You pull yourself up after him. Wow, this is way tighter than the vents are in the movies. Shh! Sakura points down through a grate you're lying on. The officer's patrolling right below. You have to move very quietly. You nod, taking a deep breath, and crawl quietly. You creep carefully over the vent. As you do, the guard pauses right below you. You move quietly. You pull yourself very delicately over the vent. You're about halfway over. In front of you, Sakura speaks in a faint whisper. Just a little further. You clench your hands in and pull yourself along very quietly. With total silence, you pull yourself completely over the vent. Sakura leans back and whispers, Wow, Loren, who knew you were such a ninja? I'm as surprised as you are. Yeah, well, unless you've also got a dozen smoke bombs and grappling hook in your bag, let's keep moving. The three of you push through the vents until you get to the end. Sakura unscrews the vent cover and the three of you tumble out onto the ground outside the school. We made it! We really made it! Loren just snuck through a vent, all stealthy-like. How do you think it went? We're not clear yet. We still have to get off campus. Let's split up. That'll make us harder to catch. Sakura's right. Let's go. Nishan and Sakura run off. Going separate ways, okay. You look straight ahead of the exit to the parking lot. Here goes nothing. I need to run. Loren, run. You sprint across the parking lot. Come on, come on. Up ahead, you see Julian's car. He sits inside expectantly. Almost there. You sprint past the last building just as Max pops out and tackles you. Oh no, he would break me. If he's like a big, tough quarterback, and I'm me, snapped in two. Oof! Roblox oof sound. You scramble up to your feet. Max, gloating, blocks your path. Gotcha. Get out of my way, Max. Are you kidding me? I caught you red-handed. I don't know what you're doing or here or what you're up to, but you're trespassing on Hearst campus grounds. I'm here for a good cause. Your school is full of corruption. Oh, please, spare me the do-gooder act, will you? I seriously could not care less. Now sit tight while I get my buddy, Officer Jenkins, to come pick you up. You are going to have so much fun in the county jail. Then you leave me no choice. Fight him, trick him, flirt with him. I like how flirt with him is always an option, you know, like against these Hearst High kids, I could flirt. Right, I'm putting on the riz, as the kids would say. But to tell you how incredibly hot you look right now. Are you seriously coming on to me? Why not? Kara's not around. It's just the two of us. I guess? But that still doesn't change anything. I still caught you breaking into my school. You step forward. Come on. I'm about to get in a lot of trouble, right? Why not give me one kiss for the road? That's not a thing people do. Max steps back, confused, and you use the moment to take off sprinting. Get back here! You run as hard as you can with Max in hot pursuit. So close. Right in front of you, Julian throws open his car door. Max almost grabs you, but you dive in just in time. Go, go, go! Julian steps on the gas and the car drives off, leaving Max in its dust. No! Anakin Skywalker, no sound. Yes, awesome, totally awesome. Loren just pulled off a master heist and got away with it. How cool is that? Later, you regroup with all your friends back on campus. Amazing work, everyone. I've pulled a lot of heists in my day, but that was by far the best. Team Pom-Poms, great work on the decoy. You were more convincing than most actual cheerleaders. Yeah, you did pretty good too, Eagle Eye. And we couldn't have done it without Team Strike Force. Did Neshan and Sakura make it back okay? Yep. You kept Max off our tails, Loren. That's what I call a great teammate. And you guys got the transcripts off of Mr. Georgette's computer. Now I just need somewhere to review them, somewhere no one would think to look for me. Have one upgraded prep hangout. Sure. Wes sits alone in the stables of the prep hangout, so they've got horses. Well, how is this place working out? It's really nice, actually. Classy. I dig it. Though the horse might take some getting used to. Aw, she's a good girl. You can always give her some fruit to eat if you want to get on her good side. Just make sure she doesn't eat other transcripts before I can go over them. Loren built the ultimate fancy spot. Are you going to hang out there? Well, are the transcripts good evidence? Oh, they're so good, I didn't even mind that horse licking my hair halfway through. Not only do these transcripts prove that affluent students have been paying for good grades, but they'll link the corruption directly to Principal Warren. So, what happens now? I reached out to the school board members. The only one willing to talk was Professor Edwin. She's coming by this afternoon. I'll show her these transcripts, and then she'll lay the mother of all smackdowns on Hearst High. No offense, Wes, you're great at what you do, but when it comes to presenting the evidence, maybe we could use someone with a little more, you know, presentability. I'm sure there are some people around here who can pull it off. Sounds good. But what do the rest of us do in the meantime? I guess we just wait? But after a few minutes, Peyton comes running over. OMG, there you are, Loren. I've been looking everywhere. Hey Peyton, what's up? While you guys were working on the evidence, Autumn suggested we all do something together to de-stress. Long story short, now we're having an impromptu get-together by the pool in my backyard. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Fun is the understatement of the millennium. When I left, we just started up a crazy game of Truth or Dare. I'm pretty sure that if I ask the right questions, I can get Sakura to spill the backstory on her and Nishan. Plus, Julian was so amped to pull off a successful heist that he's gotten all sweaty and hyper-competitive. He's practically ripping his shirt off. I see. All that's missing is you. You just have to. All that's missing is you. You just totally have to come with us. Please. Please. Sure, I will spend 250 rings, and while Wes... Is Wes going to come with me? We're just waiting for the professor. We're just biding our time. So I may as well, you know, like, why not? Yay! I'm so glad you could make it. The party is this way. Peyton opens a sliding glass door and leads you out to the back patio. So I've come to her house. Do we ever do, like, school? Do we do lessons? Is it a Saturday, like? Eh? Oh no, I think it might be the weekend. That's why nobody else was in the school. It was just the cheerleaders that we had to pretend to be. Hey everyone! I brought our friend who wasn't here before, but now she is. That was a weird thing to say. Peyton didn't have any choice. We've been playing Truth or Dare, and Sakura dared Peyton not to use anyone's real names. If she messes up, she'll get tossed in the pool. Only a matter of time. Okay, that all makes sense, I think. So, where's Julian? I thought he was supposed to be there, ripping his shirt off. Remember how I told you he'd been getting all hyper-competitive? Peyton points across the lawn. On the other side of the pool, Julian and Wes are doing push-ups side by side. Okay, so Wes also came along. 48, 49, 50. Told you I could keep up. So, I'm not sure you guys are strictly following the rules of Truth or Dare. Just go with it. The point is to have a good time. Plus, I still plan on figuring out the backstory between Gamerella and Sir Nerdsalot. And speaking of, now's my chance. Gamerella, I pick you. Truth or Dare? Me? I choose Dare. Are you sure you didn't want to pick Truth? The objective of Truth or Dare is to endure less humiliation than everyone else playing. No way am I spilling anything gossip-worthy. Well, in that case, I dare you to, I actually didn't think this far ahead. Julian pulls a small plastic bag out of his pocket. I know, have her lick this snail. What? Julian, you just happen to have a snail in your pocket? Like I'd really come to a game of Truth or Dare unprepared. Whatever, just give me that. Sakura snatches the snail from Julian, pops it into her mouth, then spits out the empty shell onto the patio. Gross. There, satisfied? Sakura, I don't believe it. Actually, I believe that was you saying my real name. Dunker, fellas. Julian, Wes, and Nishan lift up Peyton and chuck her into the pool. She splashes back up to the surface, spluttering. Glug. Loren is playing a game of Truth or Dare. Do you have a great dare to share? So predictable, and now it's my turn to issue a Truth or Dare challenge. I pick Loren. I'm up. She picks me. So, Loren, are you ready? What will it be? Truth or Dare? I pick Truth, Dare, or just making out. Who am I going to make out with? I pick Truth. Very brave, Loren. You do know I could ask about your deepest, darkest secrets. Your Tumblr password? I'm still on Tumblr. Years later. I was on Tumblr when I first started playing this game, and I am on it now. And I will be on Tumblr until Tumblr, like, actually genuinely crashes and burns. Like, it would take it closing down for me to stop being on there. I've been there since the porn ban. I've been there since when they started adding ads to the dashboard. I've been there since the Misha Apocalypse the first time, since DashCon, since when Homestuck was like the main fandom. I have so many like cartoon critical tags blocked. Do you remember Steven Universe fandom? Out of control. Me and Tumblr, you know, speak not of the ancient magics. I was there when they were written. Blah blah blah. Anything, and you'd have to tell me now. Oh snap, that girl goes right for the jugular. Sakura makes a sharp gesture to cut off the chatter. But what I think we all really want to know is, if we were trapped in a zombie apocalypse, which one of us would you sacrifice for the greater good? Oh, wow. I guess I'd have to pick Autumn, Julian, Mia, Wes. Right, well, Autumn and Julian are like my day one ride or dies. Mia, you know, she's okay. Probably Wes. Why me? Because you'd sell us out to a rival band of survivors first chance you got. Not the first chance. Depends on what they're offering. The night of Truth or Dare continues. Some of your friends missed the point of the game entirely. I picked Truth. A full-grown T-Rex had teeth that were over 10 inches long. Nishan, that's not how the game works. Some of your friends play the game overzealously. Okay, Julian, you dared me to eat jalapeno. Now I dare you to drink this whole bottle of hot sauce. Just one? How about 3 bottles? And some of your friends play with a secret agenda. Okay, Gamerella, truth or dare, but really answer truth this time, please? Dare. Fine, why don't you sneak into the neighbor's yard and bring me the flag from the top of their flagpole? Sakura strolls up the neighbor's yard and shimmies up the flagpole. She slides down again, waving their flag triumphantly. Easy as taking Candy Crush from a baby. I feel like Sakura's little gamer references sometimes are like kind of rubbish. Like, that was rubbish. Loren just got asked truth or dare. Did Loren share a secret or lose some dignity? Julian and Wes rush over. Hold up, we request the floor. Julian has issued a priority dare. Wes and Julian have called a priority dare. Unprecedented. Julian and Wes. Start. Okay, guys, so what's this crazy priority dare you keep talking about? I dared Wes to streak around the block, and then I counter-dared Julian to streak around the block. Julian and Wes both grimace with discomfort. You guys look a little green. What have you been doing? 3 rounds ago, Wes dared me to eat 16 jalapenos and a basket of atomic chicken wings. And right after that, Julian dared me to drink 3 bottles of hot sauce and a garlic frosted flake smoothie. Ew, that's gross! Julian, maybe you should take a break? Autumn is right, Wes. There's no reason this should escalate any further. No reason at all. Julian and Wes glare at each other and then sprint off down the street, leaving a trail of clothes behind them. No way that could end badly. Oh no, they're gonna get arrested. I mean, the cops are like out and about, aren't they? The group watches the 2 guys in their underwear race around the corner and out of view. Okay, they're not fully nude. I feel kind of bad for Julian and Wes. They're both looking kind of ill. Nice abs, though. Peyton, who did you say you felt bad for? Julian and Wes. Oh my god, I meant Joctagon and Wesperado. Nice try. The group grabs Peyton and chucks her into the pool. I thought, like, if she'd broken the rule once, then it would be over. Like, it seems unfair to keep dunking her. Loren's friends got dared to streak around the neighborhood. I think Loren joined in. Peyton climbs out of the pool and pulls you aside. Psst. Hey, Loren! Peyton, are you sure you want to be using my real name like that? If Sakura hears you, you'll get tossed into the pool again. Which is why I'm whispering. Now, come with. Peyton pulls you inside the house. She dries off while she talks. This game of truth or dare is almost over, and Sakura has chosen dare every single time I've challenged her. At this rate, we'll never get her to tell us about her backstory with Nishan. Have you considered daring her to, what do you say, answer your question and do something impossible? Maybe dare her to answer my question? Genius. Then she'd have to tell us what we want to know. Let's go corner Nishan, Sakura. Time is running out. I need your help to get to the truth. Peyton, Nishan, and Sakura. You follow Peyton out onto the patio and over to the rest of the group playing Truth or Dare. I pick Truth. Unless it gets eaten or injured, the immortal jellyfish could actually live forever. Nishan, you're still doing it wrong. Besides, it's my turn and I challenge Gamerella. No surprise there. Truth or dare? Dare, obviously. Then I dare you to answer this question. How did you and Sir Nerdsalot first meet? Well played. Well played indeed. Sakura sits down next to Nishan. The story is, I had laptop trouble right before an important LOL tournament, and I heard around school that Nishan was the guy to seek for help. Finding him required venturing into his gadget-strewn nerd cave, but once we started talking, we totally got along. We liked all the same shows, the same movies. It was only later I learned that he'd written the virus that caused all my computer trouble in the first place. Allegedly, I allegedly wrote the virus. Then I punched him, and long story short, we became really close friends. Which is mostly because his brains and my reflexes are optimally suited to form a human resistance in the event of an alien invasion. And also because he gets my jokes. Sakura makes jokes? Aw, that was a really sweet story. And see, saying something mushy doesn't make you lose truth or dare. I guess not. Julian and Wes run back up wearing nothing but their skivvies. They collapse, moaning and clutching their stomachs. Although, it'd be tough to lose worse than those two. Ugh, I don't feel so good. You win, Wes. Ugh, no way. I already let you win when we were still half a block away. I rest my case. Loren's friends just wrapped up an epic game of Truth or Dare. Who did what? Wouldn't you like to know? Well, you sure could if you had just watched this. Later that night, Peyton is hugging her guests goodbye as they get ready to leave. Take care, people who came to my party. Still not using people's names? The party may be winding down, but it's not quite over yet. Plus, I still need to tell Gamerella that she definitely did win Truth or Dare. Your unconditional surrender is accepted. Peyton hugs Sakura and Nishan. So Peyton, this game of Truth or Dare was really just to ask about my friendship with Nishan? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I wasn't trying to pry or be mean. I just wanted to get to know you better. And I would have just asked, but sometimes you can be a little, you know, aggressive, intimidating, domineering. All of the above? What I'm trying to say is, I just wanted to get to know you better so that we could be better friends, Sakura. I understand. And the truth is, I also find your company tolerable. I wouldn't be opposed to spending more time together. Really? Sakura puts her arm around Peyton's shoulder and squeezes her tightly. Yep. Aw. However, there is one small matter to take care of first, the matter of what you just called me. Huh? I called you Sakura. Oh, right. Peyton trudges over to the pool and jumps in. Glug. As Peyton breaks the surface of the water, everybody else leaps in after her, splashing and laughing. Hey, what are you guys doing? Sakura didn't want you getting wet all by yourself, so she dared everyone to jump in the pool after you. Then I pointed out everyone included her too, so we all got in. Well played indeed. Okay, that was pretty cute. I really like the little, just like, friendship bonding quests that you have with the rings. You have to pay rings, you know, to have fun with your friends. And I think I've gone on for long enough, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you made it this far, thank you. And you will see me again if there is another one. Goodbye.